I'm going to break this video up into two parts. I tried a little experiments with the dinner rolls. I want you to see how it came out. Okay, let's make some dinner rolls. This is what you're going to need. You're going to need 1/2 tablespoon of sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons baking powder, 1/2 and 3 tablespoons of milk. I'm using water and honey. I have milk allergies in the house. And 2 tablespoons butter melted and 2 cups of flour. Let's get this going. That's it. Let's start baking. Let's get it. Let's go. Okay, so let's get going. We're going to mix all the dry ingredients first. 2 cups all-purpose flour. One-half tablespoon sugar. 1/2 teaspoon salt. 2 tablespoons baking soda. And now we're going to combine all of that together. Just a nice little mix. Mixy, mixy, mixy. See how easy this is? How much easier can this be? If you can mix, you can make. I always say, if I can do it, you can do it. Okay. Ah, you know what I forgot? You know what I forgot. Yeah. I forgot to reserve a little bit of flour for when I mix it. So now, okay, so you know what I'm going to use? I'm going to use my whisk. Whew, that was fun. So, all that work for this little whisk. Okay. Now this calls for milk. I can't use milk. I can't even use real butter. This is country crock vegetable spread. Eric has food allergies, and we can't have it. I could make my own bread for him and then bread for us, but we make do. Okay, here's the butter. I'm putting that in. And now, this is the what's supposed to be milk. It's supposed to be 1/2 cup and 3 tablespoons. I was going to use almond milk. I didn't have any of that. Then I thought, oh, I have oat milk. Well, that's all gone. I don't like soy milk, so I went with the water with some honey in it to sweeten it. But that's what we're going. That's what we're going with. So I'll let you know how these turn out. I'm hoping that they turn out well, but we don't know. We will all find out. Now I might need more water. I might need less water because I'm not following the exact recipe. But I didn't want to dump it all in there because what if today it really didn't need all the water? Oh, I made a pun. Get it? Knead water when you knead the bread. But I wanted to get some sweetness in there because it was just, you know, water. You know, milk adds a level of sweet to it. Not a whole lot, but it adds some. That's what we're getting here. I think I need a little bit more water. Just a bit. Now this is, I'm not putting all this water in here, but there's still a little bit of honey stuck to the bottom. And the honey, maybe a tablespoon. But when you're making bread or dough or anything, you just have to know what you want. You have to know what it looks like. Let's see. All right. You can't do it in the bowl anymore. And my counters are clean. My hands are clean. I've said it a million times. I am a compulsive hand washer. Worked in healthcare. And part of healthcare is you gotta keep your hands clean because you do not want to cross-contaminate anything. Because then you start spreading this and spreading that, and then, you know, everybody ends up sick. You end up sick. Your family ends up sick. So I definitely wash my hands. You have to wash your hands before you touch a patient, after you touch a patient. When you're walking by and you happen to, see, I put a little bit too much water in, but I have the reserve flour. When you're walking by somebody and you start, patting their back as you go by or something like that, even that you have to really wash your hands. I know it seems kind of a little bit like a little much. You just touch their back, but you never know if they touch something, whatever. But anyway, that's how I became a compulsive hand washer. Now this is supposed to make 6 to 8 rolls, dinner rolls. We'll see. I wanted to make at least one small batch. And whip it up and see how it comes out so I don't end up at dinner with no rolls. But yeah, I'm just kneading it. Turn, push, turn, push, turn, push. But yeah, I'm just going to keep kneading it until I feel like it's dough. Okay, so once I'm done kneading this, I'm going to divide it into 7 to 8 pieces, make little tiny balls, and that's it. It still needs a little bit more. I stuck my hands in this little cup of flour. Now I can't put it back because what did I just do? I just cross-contaminated. And it says to make it in balls, not just cut it out like you do like biscuits. But yeah, here we're good now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and make this into, cut this in half. Where is my thingy? That. I picked this up at the dollar store. I picked up 2 of them. Couldn't find them anywhere else. So I'm going to cut it in half. Cut those halves in half. Right? I don't know why it says 7 to 8, but I'm making 8. Cut those in half. Cut those in half. Cut those in half. That's the only way I could do it to make it even. And even that, it's probably not even. All right, I said make them into little balls. So we'll do that. And then you want to pinch it underneath. And if it gets a little sticky, just put a little flour on it. Now, when these are cooking, I'm going to, see, I'm pinching them at the bottom. Because I'm trying to make it like a nice little ball. And that's it. That's going to be it. Okay, I'm gonna roll the rest of these up. We're gonna put them on some parchment paper, and we're gonna call it a day. And I'm not doing crazy. I'm just trying to make it. This one feels big compared to that one in my hand, anyway. They're all at school right now, so I'm gonna whip these up. And if they come out nice, I'll make another batch so that when they come home, they have nice, fresh. I don't even know what these are called. Honey biscuits, even though there's no honey in it. Well, there's a little bit of honey in it. I'm going to, when they're baking, I'm going to take a butter and honey wash, and I'm going to put it over top. And that's what they're going to do. All right, I'm just going to pause for a minute. I'm going to preheat my oven. I'm going to preheat my oven, and I'll be back. Okay, the oven's preheated at 350. On these 4, I brushed a little bit of honey on the top, and these 4 I did not. We're going to see how they come out. We're going to check back in anywhere from 20. Okay, it's time for the rolls to come out. Here's some things. Let me just take the rolls out, and I'll tell you what my thoughts are thus far. Okay. Okay. These 4 here are the ones I put honey on while they were cooking. Honey and butter on the top. These 4 here, I did after I did a little honey. These they don't look very brown on camera, but they are browner than these. These are browner than they look when I'm looking through the viewfinder. They look a little whiter than they actually do in person. But if you notice, I don't know if you could tell the difference. See, this is the one that I put the honey and butter on earlier, and this is the one I just drizzled some honey and butter on in the last couple of minutes. I will say the last 50 seconds I put on the broiler, and that's what browned these up the most. I'm going to give it a try because nobody's here to try it and see what it's like. Okay, here's my thoughts. This one here, now mind you, they're the same ingredients across both of them. It's just what I did while I was cooking. This one here, I wasn't a fan for whatever reason. And then I added some butter. Oh, what a difference that made. And for these, those are better. I would not add it before. I would add it after. And definitely needs a little bit of butter when you eat it. But yeah, so I'm going to make up another batch of these for the kids. And we'll see how they like it when they get home. If you get any benefit at all from my content, you can help me out by clicking like, share, commenting, and definitely hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Okay, Eric. You're going to have your first... What is that thing on your plate? Biscuit. I almost forgot what you call that. And go ahead.
Try the biscuit first.
Try whatever you want first. Head goes back means it's good. Okay, well, there you have it. I used water and honey rather than milk, and I dipped butter and honey in the last few minutes of cooking. I hope you try it, and I hope you like it. Bye-bye.